the next several hours. The tornado watch itself extends till 5 p.m. this afternoon. That tornado watch in effect. Harmony.
Right now, the tornado warning that we're seeing in areas of very low populated sections of Greene County, it's about to move into some pretty highly populated sections of Tuscaloosa County. And that's why we want you guys to be on the weather watch. So right now, this thunderstorm is moving northeast at 45 miles per hour. So it really is moving pretty fast. It's booking it. I think a lot of people this morning are going to be noticing the rain picking up and then just not quitting for quite some time. That wall of rain that Jerry was mentioning and the thunderstorm that did have a warning associated with it in northern Tuscaloosa County, that's still pouring down rain around Samantha, the Black Warrior River. Also areas in southwestern Jefferson County are seeing that heavy rainfall right now on our WVTM 13 live Doppler. This is all in real time too. So folks, if it is raining right now, we have it for you live and in real time with our radar. It's positioned there in advance, so it's getting that firsthand look at these storms as they come in from the southwest. So really perfectly positioned today. These warnings that are coming out of Greene County, this is the warm front. It's lifting up and it is encountering some significantly colder air, that's for sure, in the midsection of the country. But it is such a difficult day for folks to be on the roads for a variety of reasons. From Tuscaloosa to Birmingham, the roads are slick. There are several folks from out of town that may be in town to attend the funeral at the BJCC for Sergeant Carter. So this is a horrible day to have this type of weather in and around Jefferson County. But I do think in the next 10 minutes when they start there, most of the rain will start to move into downtown heavy, but until then, I hope everybody can get in there nice and safe. So the only warning that we have right now on our radar is the warning that we're seeing potentially impacting areas of southwestern Tuscaloosa County. But right now, it's just a warning for Greene County, which is a area of Greene County that does not really have a whole lot of people there, but nonetheless, it's about to move into Tuscaloosa County if it holds together, Jerry.
And any thoughts? Yeah, there are a couple of things here, Harmony, based on chat. The storm we're looking at over Greene County, nothing new on that. The circulation over Tuscaloosa County has ramped up a bit. That's the original supercell in which the warning has now been canceled. That's now on the north side of Northport and continuing on northeastward. Here is your tornado watch. This is in effect till 5 p.m. It includes Greene, Hale, Bibb, Shelby County, and points southward. Here's the warning we're tracking with this storm right in through here. And again, it's moving so fast that it's already well through the polygon and continuing northeastward, and have now issued a new tornado warning for northeastern Tuscaloosa County as well as West Jefferson County. That's the original supercell that we were tracking a short time ago, and it has ramped up a bit again and showing more signs of rotation. So that warning now in effect for much of northeast Tuscaloosa County, west central sections of Jefferson County until 11:30 a.m. That's a new tornado warning in effect. The latest on that is severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado located near Holt, moving northeast at 45 miles per hour. That's the Tuscaloosa County storm right in through here. And there would be the rotating part of the storm, so very close to Holt here and moving on northeastward. Now, if we take that out the rest of the way, this track would place it eventually into Jefferson County and near Oak Grove here down the road toward 11:25, 11:30 a.m., something like that. The structure is kind of messy. You can see the broad anvil coming off to the northeast. There's the rotating part of the storm in the southwest part of this as it continues to move on northeastward. And with this storm, again, the potential of it causing a tornado, we don't right now have any ground truth on the Greene County storm. In fact, the Greene County storm has now been canceled. I know this is like Chinese checkers here, but the Greene County storm, which had been under a tornado warning, that's now been canceled. So we're dealing with just the one warning, and it's over Tuscaloosa County for this storm in through here. It includes northeast Tuscaloosa County. It is north of the city of Tuscaloosa. Not a problem for the city of Tuscaloosa, but it also includes parts of Jefferson County in effect until 11:30 a.m. At 11:22, it will make its closest approach to Oak Grove in western Jefferson County. Oak Grove, an area historically that's been hit by tornadoes over the years. Hopefully that will not be the case this go round, but the warning does include your area from this storm over central sections of Tuscaloosa County moving northeast at 45 miles per hour. So again, the latest paperwork on this is that we have a tornado watch in effect for the southern part of the area until 5 p.m. We now have one tornado warning, one active tornado warning in effect for the viewing area, and that's for the storm over Tuscaloosa County right in through here in effect till 11:30 a.m. The storm tracking northeastward, it would place it into West Jefferson County here, probably on the order of 11:15, something like that, based on the motion of the storm. Obviously, the service for Sergeant Carter has now moved to the BJCC, and that's what you're seeing in the one box on our screen. and we continue to monitor that and obviously think about Sergeant Carter and everyone affected by that terrible event. All right, this storm moving northeastward. Harmony's put some new cities on here for you now. 1151, it would make its closest approach to Gardendale. 1141, Forestdale. That seems kind of far-fetched given where the storm is, but you have to keep in mind it's moving at 45 to 50 miles per hour, so a very fast moving storm. Given how strong the winds are in the upper atmosphere, that's not especially surprising. We would expect to see more of that. Here's where your storm is. The supercell structure grows like this. That's the big anvil top with the storm. Here's the rotating part of this, right in through here, and the rain-free base showing up here. Here's your hook echo. Not super well-defined, but enough well-defined for the tornado warning, obviously, to be in effect. And that's kind of the last line of storms in through here at 10:55 a.m. showing up now into the western part of the state. And that marks the end of the severe weather threat. So when that marches eastward through everybody, the severe weather threat will be over. But between now and then, plenty of rain will continue to fall, some of it quite heavy, as a matter of fact. Tuscaloosa about to get back into that heavy rain. Notice the city of Tuscaloosa, which had been under threat for a while, this storm is well north of you, so it's not going to be affecting you. You'll still get the line of storms coming in from the west. But here's your storm, located northeast of Northport, not too far from Holt. There's your rain-free base right in through here. Harmony, if you can take us close in, that's the storm that's moving northeastward at very fast speeds of 45 to 50 miles per hour. There's a close-up view of the storm now. City of Tuscaloosa off to the southwest. Jefferson County here to the northeast. There's the hook echo trying to form. There's the rain-free base. This storm moving quickly northeastward here. Everybody in the path of the storm, think about your safe place. You know, the lowest floor you can be on, smallest room you can be in, plenty of walls between you and the outside walls, and protect your head, maybe a bicycle helmet or anything like that, from this storm. We continue to monitor chat. So far, no confirmation of a tornado on the ground, no confirmation of any storm reports that is any damage, but pretty healthy looking supercell, part of this big, massive area of rain that's covering most of the state now, and certainly covering most of our viewing area. And that's the main player right in through here. It doesn't look that massive when you look at the big broad view here, but still a nasty storm here located over northeast Tuscaloosa County and moving quickly off toward the northeast. Harmony, that thing will be in Jefferson County here probably by 11:15 or so.
In areas of northern Jefferson County, certainly in that warning area, like we've been mentioning all morning, several spots of Greene County have seen tornado warnings, but not until it gets to Tuscaloosa County do folks start to pay attention, because there's more highly populated towns within Tuscaloosa County. And this is headed for southwestern Jefferson County too. So Oak Grove, it is just to the north of McCalla, so keep that in mind. This is a tornado warning, and it's for Jefferson and Tuscaloosa counties until 11:15. So we still have 15 to 20 more minutes where we could potentially see some of this rain on the radar spinning up. Most of the rain, though, is very much intermittent from Anniston to Talladega, but pretty heavy and steady on the back edge of the southwestern Alabama counties. That's where we'll find our warning right now. That tornado warning is just to the north of the city of Tuscaloosa, so mainly impacting areas of northern and eastern Tuscaloosa County, as well as southwestern Jefferson County. So this is a radar indicated storm so far. We do really depend on, of course, our partners at the National Weather Service to give us that information, but nothing so far, just radar indicated. But it is moving into some very highly populated sections of Jefferson County. So we're going to be watching it and monitoring it very closely until that warning expires. Jerry?
All right, thank you, Harmony. And obviously with that fast motion, it'll be in Jefferson County here fairly shortly, folks, moving very quickly. The warning extends now from the storm itself, and that's probably the most concentrated presentation of a hook echo we've seen with this storm. It certainly does look like a supercell in that it's separate from everything else. There's your rain-free base, or the notch coming in here. Here's the actual rotating part of the storm, moving quickly through the polygon now, through the warning area, and probably in about 12 minutes or so, it'll be in Jefferson County, moving off toward the northeast. Now, the northern part of this contains the rain, maybe some hail too. I'm not seeing any reports of that, but that's a possibility. The part that we're concerned about is the southwest flank, and that's always the part that we're concerned about for the possibility of causing an actual tornado. Again, no confirmation of that. We don't have any storm reports indicating damage. We don't have any confirmation of eyeballs being on the storm. It's radar indicated here, moving through the north. Right in through here, there's your hook echo now, looking pretty well formed, and your rain-free base. Obviously a lot of wind shear going on here, but that's also what makes the storm rotate, and that's obviously why we have the tornado warning in effect. And let's see, we have tornado warning remains in effect for Tuscaloosa County and Jefferson County, located now near Bankhead, Lock and Dan, or 11 miles northeast of Holt, moving northeast at 45 miles per hour. They are extending the area of the tornado watch to include Jefferson, St. Clair, and Tuscaloosa County, also till 5 p.m. Same watch, just extended to Jefferson, St. Clair, and Tuscaloosa till 5 p.m. And obviously that's being done for this storm here. I mean, the whole reason to do that is because you have this supercell right in through here. It's north of the tornado watch, so they're adding 3 counties, Tuscaloosa, Jefferson, and 1 more off to the east, St. Clair County, under the watch till 5 p.m. There's your storm, supercell, anvil top off to the northeast. You can really see how strong the winds are aloft. It's really drawing this top off to the northeast very dramatically. There's where the rain-free base is, and that's where the hook echo is, and the possible rotating part of this storm located in that part of Tuscaloosa County. Semi-classic textbook looking storm, not totally, but somewhat. And look at the eastern edge of it already into West Jefferson County, and will continue to move into Jefferson County shortly here as this storm moves along. Kind of the main player right now, kind of the only storm in town at this point in terms of any kind of severe storm, and it's the one under the warning here, the tornado warning, which has now been trimmed at the back edge and now extends from Tuscaloosa County into Jefferson County till 11:30 a.m. Possibility of a tornado with this. We don't have any confirmation yet. We continue to monitor National Weather Service chat for any signs of any eyeballs on the storm or any indication that there's been any kind of damage, and that hasn't happened yet. There's where your storm is. Here's the Jefferson-Tuscaloosa County line. Obviously, Oak Grove here off toward the east. Storm continues to move northeastward, located very close to the Bankhead Lock and Dam, probably a little bit northeast of there now as it continues off toward the northeast. Harmony is not an extremely big storm, but it is showing, supercell characteristics here, certainly on the radar.
Follow the exact same supercell, we have to only really notice that this is the same supercell that warranted a previous tornado warning. So we can't let our guard down yet, folks, especially if you're in Tuscaloosa. This is a day where if you hear the word warning and your town is included, you need to take cover and seek shelter immediately. There's lots of people on the roads today, too. There could be people from out of town right now because of what's happening in downtown Birmingham with the funeral that's underway at the moment. That's why you see us in these 2 boxes here, because we do have a tornado warning for southwestern Jefferson County and sections of Tuscaloosa County, and we're also trying to be respectful for the people and of course the officers and families that are attending this funeral in Birmingham at the BJCC. This is where the warning is right now. You can see that it's bordering Tuscaloosa and southwestern Jefferson counties. It's been trimmed back just a bit, like Jerry mentioned, but there's still some concern because we have seen with every single swipe of the radar, there's our blue line. Every time that blue line sweeps through the atmosphere, it gives us that fresh look. So you see the storms first. It's positioned there, just perfect position there in advance. Our WVTM 13 live Doppler there is picking up on that isolated cell. So most of the rainfall that we've seen this morning has only had a few warnings. This is the new watch map that Jerry and I were talking about that's now been updated. So a tornado watch came out earlier this afternoon, and now it does also include Birmingham, or Jefferson County rather, and Tuscaloosa counties, because there has been a history of these thunderstorms redeveloping back into potentially tornadic supercells. So we can't ignore the fact that the atmosphere is behaving differently, and we have to make some updates pretty much as the weather moves. That's why our real-time radar is so vital. So you can see right now that the main player is right there bordering Tuscaloosa County and Jefferson County, as well as that tornado warning is still showing some signs of rotation. We're still going to be underneath the tornado warned area for another 25 minutes. That is, of course, unless something starts to back off just a bit. But you can see that the radar sweep is still holding on to some rain showers a little bit closer to Wetumpka. We don't want to forget about anybody in central Alabama. Everyone is right now on guard for weather. But West Point, Coleman, it's mainly just all rain for you. We do think that some of the stronger storms may pick up later in the afternoon, redevelop that is, in our East Alabama counties. But that's still a ways off, Jerry. Any new information from the chat on this latest warning?
Nothing new, Harmony. Everything about the same. Still no confirmation of this being on the ground. The storm showing up here, still indicating a bit of a hook echo, a little bit more compact than it was a short time ago. And the warning remains in effect exactly as it was for northeast Tuscaloosa County and west central sections of Jefferson County, and it's still in effect till 11:30 a.m. So that hasn't changed at all. Otherwise, we have this line of storms, kind of a broken line coming in from the west, and it will come through and causing the heavy rain and so forth, and that will be kind of the end point of severe weather. Once that line comes through, the threat pretty much much over. Here's where your storm is. Here's the main body of it with the southwest flank here exhibiting the rotation. Not as much of a rain-free base now as we saw before. Still a bit of a hook echo. And the storm about getting ready to move into Jefferson County. It's tracking toward Bankhead Road here, as you can see, and Groundhog Road as well as it moves off toward the northeast. That's the Jefferson-Tuscaloosa County line. Plenty of rain with it, no surprise about that, but also that possibility of the southwest flank of the storm rotating and causing a tornado. We keep looking at chat because it always helps to have ground truth. We have all sorts of great tools such as radar and a lot of other data we can look at too, but there's nothing to replace any kind of ground truth of what a storm is doing, and so far we just don't have that with this particular storm. Kind of the same as it was with the supercell that went through Greene County earlier. There's where the storm is. Here's Jefferson County. Here's all the rain falling around that area. Storm moving northeast, as you can see. Here's the appendage, so to speak, on the southwest side of this. It continues to move northeastward, indicating supercell characteristics here, kind of separated out from the line, which is off toward the west. But it'll very soon be the bottom edge of this will very soon into Jefferson County, and actually it won't be that far from Walker County either. Harmony's putting some of the track on it now. Fast moving storm, 45 to 50 miles per hour. That motion would place it about 11:53, very close to Gardendale, about 12:03 or about 55 minutes from now, very close to Pinson in northeast Jefferson County based on that motion off toward the northeast. Again, everything is moving so quickly today because the upper level winds are so strong, and that's also one of the reasons we have the possibility of rotating storms. Not only are those winds strong, they're also shifting with height, and that sets the stage for storms like this one that can become supercells and rotate. 44 miles per hour off toward the northeast, moving very quickly. There's where it is now. In about 3 or 4 minutes, it will be out of Tuscaloosa County and into West Jefferson County on its journey off toward the northeast here. And again, it's kind of straddling too the border of Walker County as it continues northeastward. This is the squall line of storms to the west. No warnings with that right now, but nonetheless, that's about to move into the city of Tuscaloosa, and when it does, it's really going to rain very hard with that, and probably some gusty winds too with that. And I wouldn't be shocked as there's a few severe thunderstorm warnings issued as that comes eastward. Looking at some of the motion of these storms, again, very close to Berry here at 11:13. Not too far from the city of Tuscaloosa will this whole line be at about 11:37 or 30 minutes from now, and very close to Hartselle at about 12:01. That's this line of storms here. That's booking along toward the east, obviously behind this supercell here, now moving into West Jefferson County. So we'll keep tracking this storm for you now. The main player is this one. It's the only warned storm on the radar at this point, located over northeast Tuscaloosa County, just about into Jefferson County here. Still some indication of a hook echo. Admittedly, does it look as organized as it did 10 minutes ago? Probably not quite as much. And it's just about... it's going to be very close to the Walker-Jefferson County line here. I think what we're seeing, too, is the effect of this big upper-level trough coming in, and it's tending to draw these things toward the north. Notice the precipitation rate about 0.6 of an inch an hour, and that warning has now been canceled for Jefferson and Tuscaloosa County. The tornado warning has been canceled. There will likely be additional warnings over the course of the next several hours, so stay tuned. We will have the latest for you now here on WVTM 13.
Thanks so much, Jerry.
All right, we do want to go ahead and continue our coverage of Sergeant Wytasha Carter's funeral service. It is about to get underway in just a few moments at the BJCC, the Legacy Arena down there. We saw a number of police officers, several hundred, from just the Birmingham Police Department file in just moments ago, and we see people now taking their seats. We want to continue watching this and go ahead and join in and take you inside that service.